Okay, so today we're gonna install one of the more simple water features that we can do, which is an aqua basin water feature. In this case, we got the spillway bowls going in. These spillway bowls look awesome. They provide a really soothing sound, a really nice curb appeal that you can add to your house for really a small amount of money when it comes to a water feature. This right here is one of the components. This is the main reservoir down below. This is where all your water storage is gonna be, as well as your pump. This is called an aqua basin 45. Right in this area, we're gonna move this tree over. I'm gonna dig this in right in this area, and then on top of it is going to be that larger spillway bowl. That larger spillway bowl is gonna be capturing water from the smaller one that's right here with the snout. That's actually gonna be dropping into the larger one and overflowing down into the reservoir. Pretty simple installation, but it looks fantastic and it makes a big impact. Okay, we're about halfway through our installation. We've got our reservoir in, we've got our bowls in. We do want to use a level. Make sure these bowls are completely level. So even if you get your basin perfectly correct, there's going to be some differences in maybe the grid pattern on top of the reservoir that you want to maybe shim a little bit just to make sure your bowl is perfectly level, because this bowl is meant to overflow and you want it to overflow evenly. Our top bowl is also leveled off. We've got our two stands down here. Plumbing's all going in through the two stands. It's quite a simple system to make sure that all these fittings are completely watertight, specifically for this bowl, because if this bowl leaks, it is not over top of the reservoir and you will lose water. The other thing we like to do is put a little crushed gravel and do a couple pavers so that these stands sit on something that's really sturdy and that's not going to be shifting over time. Another thing we've done here is we've put in a large 3-watt light here. So that plug gets put back in with the light going in, and then it gets tied into the rest of the landscape lighting or a new transformer and photocell if you'd like. Lastly, what we're going to do now is we're actually doing a little bit extra landscaping here. So we're going to set some boulders in some areas, change some elevations. We're going to fill this top bowl in with quite a bit of river rock right up to the top, where we're going to be able to do some aquatic plantings. And then this bottom bowl, we're just going to put a tiny bit of river rock at the bottom to hide this plumbing stuff coming in. Put a water lily down at the bottom, just because we have just enough depth here that we can actually house something like that. So it's a really cool way to add some aquatic plants and some greenery to these bowls and really make them pop. Okay, so there you have it. We have a finished product. This is our spillway bowl installation. There's a few extras that happened in here. We did a little bit of extra landscaping. We added some lighting inside the bowl. We also got a lot of rock work around it. So those kind of things are really what make this project in the end. It's all those last little details, that last 10%, as we always say. But take a look and see how these plants are actually filling this in. Things like this creeping Jenny are going to actually creep down into this area. These water lilies are going to float really nicely after they get adjusted to the water height, and they'll be blooming, just giving them lots of color, lots of interest, something to look at rather than just the two plain bowls. So we love the way it turned out.